I'm on my way to Phoenixville for Blobfest. Based on the 1958 movie filmed in that same small town, The Blob is a B-horror movie where basically this big blob takes over the small town and nobody believes this group of teenagers. Listen to this. This sounds like complete BS to me, but IMDb says in 1950, in Pennsylvania, 2 veteran police officers saw something fall from the sky. They described it as a large glittering mass drifting to Earth, and when they found the landing spot in a field, they discovered a quivering purple mound of jelly that glittered in the light of their flashlights. I don't buy it, but I guess it had to be based off something. It is a really strange concept for a movie, but anyhow, I'm about halfway there, so we'll check it out. We'll see what's going on here in Phoenixville. I have literally no notes.
This had to be the hottest day of the year, and parking is a little bit difficult, but if you can walk a couple blocks, it was actually quite easy. The nice thing is you get to kind of walk into the central part of the town where they actually have like a little bit of like an art show going on here. All of this, from the booths there, these are really good pieces of art.
A little lore, I have a tattoo of this guy, but I bet you can't guess where it's at.
And once you finally make it down into like the actual piece of the town, things will start slowly popping up. There'll be stands and booths everywhere. The place is just full of local vendors who are showing their craft, what they do, but everything has like the horror / the blob overlay to it. I'm going to show you some of my favorite stands, and this was one of them. So the first one I came upon was this little stand here by this creator, Resin and Bone. You can find them on Instagram, but they had Adopt a Blob. They had these little resin blobs that you could buy and take home. It was really cute. They had so much cool stuff here. They did, of course, some laser cutting, some pieces that incorporated bones. The fellow was super nice to talk to. This stand here had a really good bunch of people who were selling a lot of stuff. So what I ended up picking up was like this custom made mixtape, actually on an actual cassette here. I gotta buy a cassette player now, but the vibe was great. Basically, they make synth horror type music. You can play this in the back of your D&D game. They had so many options to choose from. They were really nice. They were great to talk to. They talked about their whole process with me about how they create this. They had all types of other little crafts there, and they had like the suit version of the blob there standing that I don't know if somebody could actually get in it. It'd probably be very hot. That day was crazy. I forgot sunscreen and I got a little bit sunburned. There's so much here. If you have an interest in any type of horror crafts, you'll definitely find it at this spot. And it is just a really beautiful town to walk around. They have murals everywhere. The whole main street is closed, so you can go into the little shops, get coffees, get water. I highly recommend somebody and get some water. Then eventually you will make your way down to the end of the main street there where the official Colonial Theater is. And it is pretty much in the same shape as it was for the movie. It looks exactly like it. They do put a blob inflatable on top. That's so cool. They're running movies like constantly through the day, and at certain parts of the day they do a run out, which is like in the movie where everybody gets panicked and runs out of the theater. Because of how far away this was from me, I could not wait till 6 o'clock to do this, so I unfortunately did miss out on that. But all of the videos I've seen of this, it looks so cool. I love that they keep this theater pretty much original. And even the locations that really didn't have like spots outside, like this ramen shop, they went all out. They made this little blob mural on the front of it that I just love. I think this is great when everybody kind of goes all in on a concept. And what I realized was down at the end here, one of the guys from the Mystery Science Theater 3000 was there chatting with folks, but he told me that they were actually going to do like a live riff at some point in the theater. Again, that was for the next day, and I didn't have a place to stay, so I couldn't see it, but it's so cool that this town does so much here. And one of the last things we saw was this costume contest while we were leaving. They had Beaker, they had Wednesday Addams, everybody dressed up, and they could compete for the best costume. I tell you what, this Beaker guy, he went all out. His costume was legit. I can't imagine being in that nice foam costume for the entire day, but hey, he did it, and he was walking around taking photos with everybody, and what a cool guy. But that was it. We had a great time, and it was definitely a good Saturday. So if you're ever in the area and Blobfest is going on, you should definitely check it out. Thanks for watching and subscribing.